What's up, guys? Fernando here, Make It Strong
Courtney
podcast.
too. Don't forget Courtney.
Of course, my beautiful friend, co-host Courtney Scully.
Put
Welcome
my
back.
last name out there.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I was kidding.
I tag you on Instagram all the time.
We can make it
Anyways,
Stevens.
welcome back. This is season 2, episode 1. It's a very special episode because this is where we start interviewing and talking more than 2 people and 3 people. So this is the segue. But before we begin, let me introduce to Mark and Colin. And there's some other guys missing, but this is the Jortbois editions.
Jortbois, we're here, baby.
Jortbois.
I meant to do the applause.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Chasing some clout, baby.
Yeah.
All right, yo. Well, first of all, introduce yourselves and tell us how long you guys been in the industry.
Yeah.
What
So
you do.
I'm Colin. I'm the president of the Jortbois. Got into security about 3 years ago. Worked at Surfer in Jack's Beach for 2 years, and I've been at Tavern for about 6 months now.
Is that how you got into service industry?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never bartended, never done any serving, anything like that. Strictly into beating people up.
Oh, okay.
Is that right, Steve?
My name's Mark. I guess vice president. Been here on and off. 2018 is when I started. Started at Surfer. Did a little at Hoptinger, Shim Sham. Now I'm at Tavern. And basically what he said.
So what is the Jortbois?
So the Jortbois started off as a joke when our entire security team, while at Surfer, showed up. It was just going to be a Jortbois summer. It was our whole staff was included in on it, security-wise, and we all wore jorts every Saturday. And then that branched off into a Surfer security Instagram page where I guess we got in trouble for using the name Surfer in our handle. So we had to shut it down for a little while. And then when we started thinking of the idea of branching off away from the bar, we changed it from Surfer Security to Jortbois. And it became a movement in a sense where now we wear cut-off denim shorts everywhere we go. It's not just they're the bouncers. You know, we go around the bars on our nights off, fuck shit up, you know, get into things we're not supposed to, cause trouble, fix trouble.
But respectfully, right?
Yeah, respect, absolutely. I mean, people know, like, that we're going to abide by the rules, but also, like, we like to have a fun time.
I don't want to cut you off, but shout out to Gardner Minshew. He's the one who inspired me for the Jortboy thing.
Yeah.
Just want to give him his credit where credit is due. But you suck with the Eagles. Sorry.
Ooh.
Ooh. How did you do the last game? Did they?
Horrible.
9 fantasy points. Not a good day for championship players.
Is it just him or is it the whole entire team that's not doing?
I
good?
think it's him because
Is Joey listening to this podcast? If so, it's the whole team.
Ooh, the whole. Oh, you're talking about.
nah,
Shout out Joey back.
Hey, it's all Jalen. Whole season's for Jalen Hurts.
He's hurt, right? Isn't it?
Hurts is hurt, yeah.
What happened to him?
Shoulder.
Oh, damn. So what happens when you beat it off too much? You know. So the George. So what? Did you guys go to Goodwill and buy all these like jeans?
Oh, these are $30 shorts,
Yeah,
all right?
Mark's actually the only
That was
one
very
who-
offensive.
Mark's the
I'm
only one who's
offended.
cheated the system. He bought his jorts pre-made. The rest of us actually cut our pants. And
Do you like Amazon jorts or?
No, it's
He like.
I saw it on like an Instagram ad. They're like athletic jorts where you can like work out in them. And I go,
Really
you know
mixed
what?
Wait.
Those
Do
are the
you
ones-
work out in your jorts? Don't admit to it. Just...
Do you have
I may have at least once.
sexual relationships with women with those jorts?
only over the pants handies.
I cannot confirm or deny that one.
But you got to
But
look at the
you
camera. You got to look at the
authentically
camera when you say
Yes.
that.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman in jorts.
I'm actually I'm wearing denim pants today. If at the end of this episode we want to turn them into jorts, I think we could do that for the followers.
Ooh,
Like to cut them up.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
we could do that.
All right.
Cool.
Hopefully, I don't cut you so bad.
Hopefully you do.
You know. You ever heard what a
This is getting
Mexican?
awkward.
You ever heard what a Mexican judo is?
Only heard rumors.
You know what a Mexican judo is, Mark?
No.
You know what a Mexican judo is, Courtney? A Mexican judo. You know what a judo is, right?
I mean, I know the American word judo.
So
No,
you don't know if he got a knife.
There we go.
Judo,
I had a feeling it was a rolled R somewhere.
I'm like
but
50-50s on these jokes, I feel like. Sometimes I could get them, sometimes I can't.
She's not Mexican enough.
Yeah.
Well, Mark, you have a similar story, because, well, kinda. Were you already in the Navy when you started working security?
So yeah, I was at the tail end of my naval career. I was actually limdu, and then, because in limdu you really don't do much. You just kind of take muster, stand watch here and there. And then I made E5, so then all I did was tell people what to do. I got bored, and one of my old buddies, Ethan and Seabass.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. They were like, dude, come work at Surfer. And for the longest time, I'm like, nah, I don't want to. I'd rather drink instead, all that. And then one day I was like, you know what? I'll do it. And it's probably the best decision I made.
Now he does both at the same time.
Yeah. Whoa. I do not drink on the clock.
You're right.
I just party as hard as I work. But yeah, no, it was like the best decision I made. Like, tail end of my naval career, started bouncing and just continued it, honestly. But then I took a break when I did JSO for a little bit, realized it wasn't for me. Now I'm in college. Now I'm back in bouncing.
Back bouncing. JSO, huh? Yeah, I was in the Navy when I started working the door, but it was the best thing besides joining the Navy and leaving Cali. Like, working the industry has been the best thing in my life. So I cannot.
agree.
Yeah, you meet a lot of cool people and a lot of shit people.
We've definitely met a lot of cool people.
I met
And a
cool
lot of
people, shitty people.
Exactly.
I am pretty shitty. So how was your New Year's Eve? You guys both worked?
No, I was off.
You worked the daytime.
Yeah.
I
I didn't
seeing
call
you
out.
and about.
I didn't call out. I just had the best shift.
I do remember seeing you out and about as the ship was going down.
Yeah.
The ship did not go down.
I worked the night shift. It was, pretty status quo. It was our first New Year's Eve at Tavern.
I didn't see you.
I was in the DJ booth the entire time.
Yeah, I was busy.
I was supposed to be on the door, but plans changed on a holiday, and you got to be willing to work with the flow. And it was our first New Year's Eve at Tavern. It was pretty much as expected. I mean, we had two little scuffles break out, but
That's honestly not bad. for what I would think that.
I'll take that. So, everybody kind of behaved as you could expect. We're all stressed by the end of the night and ready to take a shot when all is said and done.
Same.
And but other than that, I really had no complaints about it.
So, Mark, you're single, right?
Yeah.
Colin, you're single?
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Ladies, if you're out there.
Or guys, they don't discriminate.
I am considered a bear in that community. I don't know what that means yet, but I have an
It means
idea.
you're hairy. You should be hairy.
Sounds
You're probably cuddly.
Yeah, exactly. I do like to be Big Spoon.
Oh, okay. Hey, listen. Yeah, anyways, so on New Year's Eve, Mark, you got off at 8.
Yeah, I did.
How
And you
was your
got to
night?
play.
Who
Oh,
did you
Funny
kiss
enough, he
someone at
played
midnight?
and got off later that night too.
Did you kiss someone at midnight, or did you make out with tequila?
I made out with tequila.
Dude, I've seen you. Like, what happened?
Well, that's what usually happens, though. It's like when it's like a major holiday and stuff, it's like, I don't know. I'm not concerned about kissing a female when I can do it next week. I don't know.
No,
Nah, but
big,
you don't
big
want to. You don't want.
statement.
You don't
Big
want.
statement.
You don't want to kiss someone at midnight.
I did.
Like-
Her name was Miss Milagro. And it was great.
She sounds pretty hot, though.
Oh, it was hottest chick I've ever
I didn't
kissed.
even know that it was New Year's. All I heard was people cheering, and I was like, "Oh, it's New Year's!" And then the dogs scored like
Right.
4 seconds
Ohio State.
after.
Ohio State missed the kiss
Or was
right
it
when
like-
the ball dropped. Right
I don't
when the
even know
ball
what
dropped.
happened because we were busy, but all I heard was "Happy New Year's," and then all I heard was a bunch of barking, and I was like,
That was a wild.
So
"Okay, that's what happened." And then what was it? Ohio State missed.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was fixed.
So, New Year's Eve. So I've been in this industry a very long time, and this is the first time where we do not even get a chance to do a countdown. First off, we were slammed, just like every bar.
Yeah.
We were down 2 computers,
Yeah, we had 2 computers with 5 bartenders. That was fun.
and obviously
But
people
you
are
guys
waiting
have
in
more
line.
than 2 computers?
Yeah, 2
We have
are
4.
working.
Oh.
But anyways, that Georgia
Spoiled down
game,
here.
I feel like they timed it correctly because people started counting down from like 10, 9, and I'm trying to flash our DJ Marcus, but he's too shit 2 sheets to the wind. He doesn't even pay attention to my flashlight.
Or he
I'm
doesn't
like,
like
yo,
you.
turn the music down. Yeah, it was too late.
What?
And then,
Marcus? Really?
And then right as the ball drops and everything, Georgia wins. And like, woo, yeah. And I don't know if people were cheering because it was 23 or because Georgia won.
It was because Georgia won.
It was a little bit of
Half and
both. I
half,
heard
yeah.
the cheer and then barking, and I was like,
Ohio State fans were cheering for the ball drop. Georgia fans were cheering because they won.
Well, they got their balls dropped for sure.
da-da-da.
Just click the button.
I don't know which one's which.
Good one.
Yeah, the balls
go with that
dropped. And Ohio had a chance to win, and they choked.
They did. I mean, that ball landed in a different zip code.
But also Georgia, too,
They came back.
they came back.
They were down 14 in the fourth.
But there was
You got to give them credit.
There was no reason for them to be playing like that against Ohio. When they were
I mean-
playing like,
Ohio State's a good team, and they were fully healthy. I mean, that was the only team I could see challenge Georgia, and unfortunately, it wasn't the national championship. It was to get in there.
who is it, Georgia and TCU?
Yeah, Texas University. Go Horned Frogs.
That was
I'm going for TCU.
I mean, that would be the
Go
upset
Dogs.
of the century. Yeah. I think Georgia has it wrapped up, but
Football.
I thought
Go
Michigan
Sports.
had it wrapped up
Go
this past
Sports.
weekend, and they didn't. So
Who are you going for, Georgia or TCU?
Georgia.
TCU. So shout out to one of my old shipmates from the Navy. He's actually one of the coaches at TCU.
oh, yeah.
wow.
TCU's Texas, right?
Yeah, Texas. What is it, Texas?
They have little
Christian
frogs.
University.
Is it the horned frogs or something?
Yeah, hey, there you go.
Little athlete.
Toads.
I know a lot.
Go Sports.
Guess what?
But yeah, shout out to Aaron Hodges. You make us and you make everyone else proud.
And for that shout out, that'll cost you 4 tickets.
Yeah.
You guys
let-
find
let's see.
anything interesting on the dance floor? Because we definitely found some underwear after the ball drops.
Ooh,
I mean,
Our,
ooh, someone started off the new year
our
right.
door guy comes out and he was like, "What are these?" And it was literally just some
why
underwear.
would you-
What, does he not wear
was-
underwear?
it was
does he
like
not know
a-
what they are?
I don't know. I
It was a
just
thong.
Oh, hell yeah. Wait. Ooh.
he touched it and I was like,
with his teeth.
I want to say it was the.
He took it home. He didn't throw it away.
I think it was the ones that are the ones that, what are they called? The no panty line.
the sheer ones.
The one you could wear them and
They're like spandex.
I don't know.
I don't know.
They weren't
Yeah, I mean,
those.
we
All right, let's
definitely-
go back to
We definitely
sports.
found some interesting things. I don't know if we're
That
allowed
was
to
the
talk about it.
that was
but-
the first one for me though. I've never found underwear on the dance floor.
I found a used
I
condom
found
at
them
the
in
dance
the-
floor before.
Yeah, I
Seen that
found a lot
before.
of bagged up baby powder on the floor. Plenty of times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby
Yeah.
powder.
I throw it
Lots of
away.
baby powder, yeah.
I
I
know.
Sure you
definitely
do.
burn it.
No, I do.
I find who dropped it and I sell it back to them because they love baby powder.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Not on the clock, though. I wait till after.
It's all right. JS is waiting outside now.
It's cool.
Oh my God, I love being in handcuffs. Tie me up.
Yeah,
officer.
exactly.
That's probably you.
These aren't fuzzy.
No, right? But I've actually, when I used to be security at the Ritz and Bricks,
Yeah.
well, mostly at the Ritz, use condom.
Yep.
I'm sweeping, I'm like, what? Oh no! I was looking at him like, wait, is that a condom? Wait, is there? Oh, okay.
You're sweeping, it
I'm
sticks
not even-
to it.
I wasn't
You're-
even going to touch it.
If you guys are ever in Surfer, the little corner up on the dance floor by the balcony that usually like everyone in the service industry will hang out in, they just somehow congregate there. Don't ever bring a UV light. Please, just save yourself the trouble.
I have stories, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
save that for
See,
between you and I and our
Season
ears
3.
only.
I feel like that poor photo booth at Tavern probably has.
yeah, no thanks.
Is it ever wiped down? No, probably not. Yeah.
Oh, whoa, I
I
clean
don't,
it. I clean
I
it.
don't wipe it down.
Come on now. I clean it.
but-
I don't know anybody else, but
One of the other episodes at the beginning of our first season, there was a guy getting a blowjob at the Ritz by the DJ booth in the dance floor. He was
by the DJ.
And then, I'm like, holy cow. And then the other one at the Bricks, we're kicking, everybody's kicked out. We're cleaning. One of the door guys comes over. It's like, oh my God, this guy's fucking this chick. And she's a fucking lard.
A what?
A hippo. She was fat. She was huge.
Tank.
It wasn't
Morbidly
even
obese.
like,
Grenade whistle.
obviously,
unit.
I'm not trying to, listen.
What does that
She
mean?
was just plus size. And this dude, we come out and
Me
he's,
with a wig on.
he's behind on the patio.
Please tell me it was like skinny, like smallest dude ever.
The smallest dude ever.
Naturally.
And he's like,
Love
what are you
it.
guys looking at? Let me get some. I'm like, oh my God.
I mean, now that you asked, sure, go for it, brother.
Yeah, I'll just turn the other way.
Yeah.
You're right.
We
you're
had
right.
a.
As long as you ask permission.
Are you talking about the Jake story?
Yeah, we had a bouncer a few years ago. It was his first night on shift, and he's just, he's trying to be impressive, trying to do his job, and he's running around collecting glasses upstairs. And he comes in through the side door from outside and like beelines. You can see the whole thing on the security footage. He like beelines past this couple without looking, but I guess he caught it in his peripheral vision. Turns around and this girl's just blowing this guy right on the dance floor, and he's like, "What? Like, you got to get out of here!" And just grabbed them both. He's like trying to zip up his pants as he's getting carried down the stairs, and she's all mad. I was like, "Well, welcome to the industry."
Why is she mad?
She didn't get it.
Yeah, she was interrupted.
What episode was this that we talked about? Like, if you get caught red-handed, just like you
Eat it, and not literally, because that's what she was doing. But yeah, like,
Yeah, just
Probably the
just
wrong
go.
use
They
of
Just,
words.
they wanted to get caught white-handed, not red-handed.
yeah.
exactly.
Take the walk of shame.
be proud of it. Like, yeah, we
Yeah.
did it.
We've initiated quite a bit of walk of shames.
That's
Yeah.
People
that's like
in
the time I
bathroom,
got
but
punched in the face after I caught these two having sex up in Surfer's bathroom.
I was telling Fernando about that before the episode.
Oh, yeah, we
started.
were.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I was. Well, she was the one that
It was a
that
Sunday
she
day.
gave it away, right? That she was in there.
Yeah, because I was like, it was when we closed upstairs, around 8 o'clock. I'm like, hey, I saw the door show. I was like, hey, time to leave. You got to go downstairs. You can stay at the bar, but upstairs is closed.
1 minute, please.
Yeah, I just hear a female voice, 1 minute, please. And at first, I started walking away. I go, wait a second. That's not a guy's voice. So I just, kicked open the door, and I see these two.
Were you wearing jorts at the time?
Of course.
Okay, just
of
making
course,
sure.
Always.
To make the
Sleep in
story,
these. But then I only grabbed the dude. I'm like, you gotta go. So I kicked out the dude, and the woman's walking down, and she just immediately punches me in the face.
What you
'cause
said? Somebody said something.
yeah, one of our boys upstairs goes, whore, and she thought I said it. So out of nowhere, and she's like 5 foot 90 pounds, but was wearing a bunch of rings and just got me good. And I wasn't expecting it. I'm like, God.
Mark's
that
the
hurt.
bouncer that
Gets
is
hit all the time.
always gets hit in the face.
You know what?
We don't
Always,
why. He just has
every
that
single
face.
time.
Did you,
Punchable
did you have a,
face.
did you have a beard already back then?
Yeah.
You have a punchable.
Why did you think
He's
she
a
was a
very punchable.
No, you have a very punchable face.
I was
Everyone says
I
that.
wish I could deck him right in his shit.
You think he has a punchable face?
Oh, so fucking punchable.
Everyone's just jealous.
You should see him with no hat on. It makes you want to punch him so much.
Probably because you have that mullet type of hair.
It's
Have you
Yeah,
guys
whatever
ever thought
the-
about
You
anger
must be
issue
from Alabama.
bam incest.
Incest.
It's probably because of all the times I've passed out at your apartment.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Slept on your bathroom floor.
Yeah, that's happened.
Yeah, I was at Surfer. First year was open. It's packed. Sunday fun day. I go into the men's room. This is when everything was brand new.
Yeah,
And
it was what 2017, right?
I was trying to pee, and all I see is some dude hugging. Like you could see he was.
Hugging the
down on-
toilet?
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
you know,
hanging on for dear life. Yeah.
Oh, bro, it was. I don't know what happened to him. I just left, my own business. But he was covered in puke
Ugh.
and just passed out on the toilet.
Love
If
to
you
see
guys
it.
are ever gonna throw up in a bar, please go to a stall because it's security that has to clean it up out here.
Don't do the urinal. That's
Yeah.
so.
It's
Or
so
the sink.
disrespectful.
The sink
Oh, the
is-
thing's worse.
I'm like, there's a trash can always next to the sink.
We're not
Why?
telling
They
you
don't
to
think
not
about
throw
it. They don't
up.
think about it. They just see the first thing.
We're
they're
not
like,
telling
"Whoa,
you to
sink."
not throw up. We're alcoholics.
I'm telling you not to throw up. I don't know what he's saying.
I'm
Don't
just
throw up
saying
in the bar.
do it in the stall.
No,
Or
go outside.
Clean up
go
after
outside.
yourself.
Yeah.
I know how gross it is, but I don't know. Even
Well,
drunk,
I will
I've
say
always
this:
cleaned up.
female bathroom, 100% worse than the
Worse.
dude.
Always.
Always.
Oh.
Drunk
Always.
women are so much worse.
I go into the bathroom sometimes and I'm like, how the fuck?
Worst
did
thing I've
this
ever seen in the
happen?
female bathroom. I was working at Hoptinger one night because they needed extra security. So I was like, all right, I'll volunteer and go over. I was like, I'm going to clean the bathrooms because the bathrooms are usually always, not so bad. Men's
good bathrooms in there.
bathroom, because it's like a restaurant kind of. It's not as much of a bar as more of a restaurant.
Less
So-
nightclubby.
Yeah, so I went to the men's. It was fine. Straightened up, cleaned it, whatever. Went to the women's. Everything seemed fine. And I see these paper towels in the middle of the floor.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, no.
Thank God I was wearing gloves.
Oh,
I
no.
go to pick it up. I go, something in here.
Oh no.
I look, and it's a shit. It is a straight shit. So some chick shit in the middle of the floor in Hoptinger and thought, all right, let me just throw paper towels on and walk away. And I go, all right, you know what? I'm done with female restrooms.
I'm
That's it.
going
Done.
to flag this time right here. You know that song on Instagram where it starts off with "Oh no, oh no, no."
Yeah.
That's gonna be it.
We actually, he and I both clocked in at work one day at like 4:00, and it was a Sunday, cloudy, rainy, like no one was out. It was cold out, and
Best days.
we walk into the bar, and I go to use the restroom, and I noticed someone had shit all over the entire wall.
Wait, in the
And-
bathroom?
In the bathroom.
Okay.
Just completely missed the toilet.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, and I go to Joey.
Was this in the women's room?
No, this is men's room because I walked
Colin
in to
went
use
into the
it.
women's room.
So I go up to Joey Vec and I was like, yeah, I gotta clean this. Like I'm not cleaning it. And he like takes a look at the 3 people that are in the bar at like peak business hours. Like, it was that slow, and he goes, "I'll make a deal with you. You and Mark clean the bathroom. You can go home." And
we did it.
we were 9 minutes into our shift, and that was the happiest I've ever been cleaning
Wait,
shit
what?
in the bathroom.
You know, I remember that day. You know what the best part about that day was? The weather cleared up and it got busy.
It
So
was-
we
it
were
was a
out
great
drinking
day.
that day.
Yeah, it was
I just
like
have
we
so many
were.
questions.
We were like 9 minutes into our shift, and he's like, "If you clean it up, you can leave." And we're like,
you deserve that.
"Yeah." I was like,
It was
100%.
bad.
That's
It
a
was
fair
bad.
trade.
I mean, I said it in one of the other episodes, but my first couple of weeks working door shift at the Ritz, tack you in, somebody pukes, somebody pisses, or something like that. You're the rookie. You're going to clean it.
Yeah.
I'm the rookie. Man, it took me the entire closing time to do it. I was puking, but it was in the female's room.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Her butthole exploded. Not even making
Way to
the
go,
toilet. It
Courtney.
was just
Huh?
just on the
Way to go,
handle and
Courtney.
on the wall.
It was me.
We had
Yeah.
an issue.
No, I don't care how drunk I am. I'm gonna clean up if I make a mess.
We had an issue not too
You see
long
Courtney
ago.
running in with the mop bucket.
Like I would be so mortified. Like there's no way.
We had an issue within the last year where I felt like our security team was taking too long to do their closing duties. So I went to our manager. I said, "I'm going to clean bathrooms tonight. I don't understand why it takes them an hour to do it. I'm going to prove to you that this can be done in 5 minutes, and they're wasting your time." And the manager said, "Okay, go ahead, prove yourself." I go into the bathroom at like 1:15, bar still open, and someone had just missed the toilet entirely. And I'm like, "Are you kidding me? This has like not happened in the longest time." And the day I volunteer, now, I can't back out now. I signed up for it. I'm here to prove a point. So I'm in there with a mop, just swinging it across the toilet, just trying to get it, however, to make it look clean. I'm like, I'm never volunteering for this again. This is karma for me making fun of my coworkers.
The women's bathroom takes longer to clean than the men's room.
I don't touch those buckets. I'm sorry, they can overflow.
Oh, the blood buckets?
Yeah,
The blood buckets? Is that what you call it?
yeah.
I don't
the
know,
only mess I've
I don't
ever
know if
done.
I've told this story, but I'm at the Bricks one day. We're busy. Back when Bricks, Friday, Saturday night was the place to be. And obviously it was a long time ago. I'm working there, and this girl comes over to the bar frantically. It's like, "Oh my God, can you ask one of the girls behind the bar if they have a tampon?" Like, all right. So I asked the 3 girls that were behind the bar. I was like, "No, I don't. No, I don't." I was like, "Yeah, they don't." It's like, "Oh my God, really?" But I could grab a few straws and wrap it around napkins and give it to you if you want. "Oh my God, please."
Why does she just
Wait,
go-
what?
Oof.
No, she
Wait,
didn't.
what? No.
I-
So I grab a bunch of black straws, cut them, put Scotch tape around them on the
that's terrible.
and then I put the napkins, the bar napkins over. I put a bunch, and then I taped the bottom, and she just took it and ran into the bathroom.
How drunk was she?
She was pretty lit.
I was gonna say, because in
Fernando was serving her, she
reality,
was hammered.
any girl knows you could just like wad up some paper and
Oh,
Well, and then
TMI. I know, but
I see
you
her
don't
run.
have to
I
do
see
all
her
that.
run in there. I'm like, luckily
This is perfect.
Luckily, my section was facing where the bathrooms are at the Bricks.
And how many girl customers were in there that she could have asked?
I don't know. Listen, and you could see her running and leaves the front door. Never seen her. So I'm assuming she put it in and like, I got to go home.
yeah.
I can't.
Got a blast, Jimmy Neutron.
And I've seen, I mean,
Can we get into the other aspect of security job other than cleaning period blood and shit off the floor? Happy season 2, everybody.
That's a big part of it. Now.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Like I'm like desensitized to it at this
I
point.
want to know, you worked security for a while, and
Yeah, I
you're
did.
former military. But I guess you would pertain to this question. You're Tell me your worst night, like fight-wise, that you ever got into. Because that always sticks out to somebody.
There's one here, not particularly at the Rec, but a tavern, like 4 years ago. And then probably at the Bricks.
Yeah.
Thursday night.
Bricks used to be lit, like super lit back in the day.
Thursday night, we had Split Zone. This Thursday night, we didn't have Split Zone. It was some other band or something. I can't remember a DJ. So it was slower than usual. I don't know if you have this gut feeling, but I know when I see something like, oh man, this is not going to go well.
Yeah, you just have that
Two couples walk in. The two dudes go into the bathroom. They order drinks for the girls and the dudes. The two guys go into the bathroom. Two girls are there. Three guys approach the girls.
in the bathroom.
The guys are in the bathroom. The girls are at the bar in front of my section.
Okay, got it.
I see these the two girls, three guys walk up to them. They're talking. And they're being polite. Oh, I got a boyfriend. They're in the bathroom. Yeah, whatever, sure. I'm like, oh, shit. Boyfriends come up. Boyfriends didn't do anything. They're like, oh, excuse me, we're getting our drinks. And that was it.
Boyfriends were there.
The boyfriends were there. They were coming out of the bathroom.
Okay.
So they go to the bar. They're at the bar. The boyfriends see the guys. They didn't care. They're not. I guess they weren't jealous type.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse us. Let us get our drink. Well, one guy that was harassing the girls turns around and tells one of the boyfriends, man, fuck off. Can't you see we're trying to...
Spit game.
And as soon as I saw that interaction, I wasn't even out of the bar when I saw things started to go down. My manager was walking out of the back office.
Yeah.
Like, come on. I shit you not. I was like Matrix. So I get between them. The two boyfriends and the three dudes, they start swinging. The boyfriend starts swinging because the other dude starts swinging. Well, one of the dude turns around and swings at me. I just lean back. The other dude takes another swing. I lean to the side. My bar back is outside. He comes from nowhere. He pushes me down, tackles one guy down. There was fists thrown around.
I would have got hit in the face.
And then the cops came out, and all three of them went to jail, and one of them ended up spitting at the officer.
Oh.
So he ended up getting tased, and he got. They took care of him. They put a spit mask on him and stuff, and
Nice.
For those of you who have ever considered spitting at a cop, I highly recommend not to. It does not work out in your favor.
no.
That's isn't it now it's physical assault or something?
No, it is.
Consider
It's
battery.
battery.
It's
Battery?
battery.
Yeah.
battery.
It should be too, because that's so
You don't spit on
disrespectful.
people.
We've had plenty of
No.
people arrested for spitting on us.
Yeah, because it's disgusting.
I had a kid once spit on me, and he took off running, and I just started walking, and his buddy goes, "Run, he's after you!" And I mid-walk turned around and laughed at him. Clearly I'm not the runners type, and I just walked up to the cop, and I was like, "Hey, he spit on me. I want to press charges." And he goes over, throws him in cuffs. Ended up finding blow, Xanax, and Adderall. None prescribed to him.
We're
I hate when the
we're
book
to
times
you
drive.
idiots out there and female idiots. If you go out and you're gonna have a good time. But don't be stupid and do something illegal when you already know you have illegal shit on you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially if you have a warrant out for your arrest. Why are you going to argue with the security? And then you're gonna get arrested because you got a warrant out for your arrest. Now you're fucked.
Yeah.
The
Don't
people
be
who get me
stupid.
are the
Nah,
ones
keep doing
who
it, keep
keep
doing it.
resisting arrest when there's already 5 cops and there's more coming and you're still resisting arrest.
You're not gonna win.
Where do you think you're gonna go? There was people leaving Saw a couple months ago, and I don't know what the brawl was, but it was the first time seeing someone tased, and they tased this guy, and he could not, he was not stopping. He was still getting up, still trying to resist, and the cop was doing as much as he can, and then all of a sudden 10 more cops show up, and then 5 more after that. I'm like, why are you still resisting? Where do you think you're gonna go?
You think you're just gonna get away
Drugs are
scot-free?
crazy.
And
Where
all
are
right,
you
let's
gonna
let him
go?
walk away.
Yeah.
He's probably on so many drugs.
There's
he
two
didn't feel
things.
it.
It's crazy to me because it's he kept resisting and resisting.
Two things I can guarantee after working in this industry for 3 years. It's one, arguing with the bouncer, fighting a bouncer is not going to win. And turning around and arguing or fighting with a cop is going to turn out even worse for you.
So how many times do you guys get called racist all the time?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah, once a night.
Because Jacob, our bouncer, he gets called racist all the time. And I'm like,
Yeah, it's just,
what?
It's like 'cause he's the only white guy.
No, he's black.
Oh,
Oh,
Jake-
Jacob.
Jacob is black.
Oh, big Jacob.
Yeah.
Big Jacob.
Dude, he's
yeah.
It
calm.
cracks me up though, because people call him racist all the time, white guys, and I'm like,
All right, look, I'm white. I can't play that card. That doesn't work. That
it's
never
white,
works.
it's like white Chads calling him racist.
But
I'm
it
like,
never works. It's like you're racist. Of like I allowed you in here.
Yeah.
I was racist. I would just denied you the first time. Like
well,
why
and
would
it's
I
not
kick
like
you out?
You're kicking him out on your like. He's not going up to people and be like you're kicked out. Like someone's telling him to. Kick you
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Just like you
But-
guys. Someone's telling.
But it's like that's
you
what
guys to
that's
kick
what
somebody
happens
out.
with almost every kick out. It's like bar staff will like tell the bouncers this guy needs to go, but unfortunately we get the blowback.
Yep.
Like we get all
Like, you
these.
guys are
You're
making-
racist.
Yep.
Why are you
Which
doing
honestly
this? You don't
really-
know shit.
That's really
like,
what
that's
played
what it is.
into us creating the Jortbois in the first place. Is that all the Yelp reviews, all the Google reviews, all the feedback they get online is when security does something bad, right? Oh, they beat the shit out of my boyfriend. Oh, they kicked
not
me
even
out
bad,
because
though.
they're racist, this and that. So our push was, hey, can we create an Instagram account to show the community how much people love us? Like people aren't going to go on Yelp and be like, securities did such a good job not doing anything tonight, 5 stars. So we decided to create an Instagram account and
Show the light side of
you
things.
know-
That's
you know
smart
the-
though.
yeah,
'cause
you can
there's
see
so
how
many-
much people love us.
There's so many times that I go up to people, like if there is a drunk, obnoxious person here, like whoever, and you know how the drunk wanderer goes around and harassing people?
Oh, yeah.
Not even harassing, but just bothering people. And I'd be like, hey guys, like if you guys ever feel uncomfortable, like if you want this guy out, let me know.
Yep.
I'll get my guys to get him out. Nobody ever reviews that when we're like, hey, get him out.
No,
because
never.
they're going up to these
Wow.
groups of people, they're being obnoxious. Nobody positively reviews that.
When you were at JSO and obviously in the Navy, it's I forgot how the saying was, is you could be the greatest ever and people will remember you. But if you have one fuck up, you will be remembered forever or something
Definitely.
As
like
that
that.
fuck
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Because of that fuck up.
Yeah.
And it's like that. You could have the best Yelp reviews as a restaurant, as a bar, but then if you can have one bad night, service is bad. Bartenders are having a bad day, or the wait staff are having a bad day.
Yeah.
That one bad service,
If we kept everybody
That's what you
safe
get
that night
remembered
with
from.
no fights, it's just a normal night.
it's a normal night.
If a fight breaks out and we have to shut the bar down early, they beat the shit out of my boyfriend. I can't believe this bar closed early for one fight. We get all the negative blowback as security.
Hey, look, first off, let me just say this. When a fight breaks out, it's never because we're going up to people and just being like, punch them in the face.
Time to
No,
time,
they never tell the full story. It's
Right.
because we get hit. Like, that's the law. We can't
But that's what
we can't
Google
really
says.
do anything unless, that's why I always get punched in the face. Because it's like, well, if I get punched in the face, then I'm just defending myself, you know? Like,
200 fights at Surfer. How many you been in at Tavern? About 8? There was 4 in one night. So about
Yeah, it
8
was
fights.
4,
So
yeah.
208 now. That's
yeah,
a pretty
about
good record
that,
for
yeah.
the Jortbois,
You know, I've
so.
never lost.
Promise you, it's never a one-on-one fight. It's
Never.
gonna be 14 on one. So you're not gonna win that battle.
And then you add officers like, hey, you
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, it's just
Oh, I was like that one night at Server. This was probably the funniest as bouncing when a huge brawl broke out, right? It was about to. It's like these group of 7 and a group of 6, all massive individuals. I run over and I go, fuck.
I'm toast.
I go, y'all can't do this in here. Y'all got to go outside. Both groups go, yeah, you're right. Just
They
walked
took
out.
it out into the middle of the street.
It worked?
I can't believe that worked. The problem was we had like one poor female cop out there trying to break up this, 13 people. So then we weren't supposed to, but at that point you just say fuck it, fuck rules and regulations. If it's a female cop against 13 dudes, we're gonna step in. So we jumped in the middle of the street
Yeah.
off property
Helped her out.
and just kept it broken up until all the other cops showed up.
She had
But-
our backs, so
but I just can't believe I told 13 grown ass men, like, hey, you can't do this here. And they're like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. It's been here. And first time I lost my temper was at the Ritz, and you had these two dudes arguing back and forth, and then they were about to start shoving each other, and I slapped the bar over my hands, like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't you guys want to have fun and get fucking laid? What the fuck y'all doing? Take that shit outside. Don't do it here. They look at me, fuck you.
Oof.
oh,
They look at each other, and they go outside and start beating each other up.
Oh, that's
fair. Hey, whatever. It's off your
But-
property.
Hey, we're-
But
Yeah,
I
Both-
forgot
both
where it
went to
was.
jail.
yeah, I'm sure.
I think it was at Wild Wings. There was a
oh,
two
goddamn
like
dubs.
200-pound men, 2 of them. They were going at it, and I mean, they fought. I wasn't going out there to stop it. And then they left. And then one of the regulars had the nerve to be like, you should have really stepped in between them. I'm like, do you think I'm going to step into
Fuck
two
that.
grown-ass men fighting? Because I'm not. Like, but the fact that someone had, they were like, you should have stepped in and broke that up. I'm like, I'm not stepping in.
Yeah,
You know
so
how
you
many
get
people
punched?
I see getting punched? I've seen beer bottles thrown. I've
Yeah,
seen,
you know how many times I've seen like women get shoved and stuff
Yeah.
because they have actually tried doing that and they get flung across
Yeah,
the room?
exactly.
No,
And
that's why I always,
the regular
even
was
my
literally
female
mad at me.
security, even my female, like when we have female security, like I appreciate them, you know, trying to jump in and help, but that's when I'm like, no, stay back.
No.
Like, let us handle
Unless
this
it's
because
females.
Yeah.
one of these men, if they're really that mad, they're just going to throw you across the bar.
One of the first fights I saw when I got hired at Surfer was this guy trying to dance with this girl, wasn't taking no for an answer, saying I have a boyfriend. Boyfriend shows
So?
up, tells buddy to fuck off, and he did not want to hear it. And they start jawing back and forth, and buddy goes to swing on the boyfriend, and the girlfriend steps in the middle and just gets decked in the face, and she was dropped. Now she's crying. Boyfriend gets pissed off. I have to take other guy to the ground, and we got everything cleared up. We got the guy out of there. Of course, she's crying. We get her some ice, ask her if she wants medical attention. She said no. I went up to her and I said, what you did for your boyfriend was, like, I respect it, but it's incredibly stupid. I said, especially when there's alcohol involved, you need to let boys be boys and trust that when you're in a nightclub, security's going to handle it.
Hopefully, it was worth it, and they're still together, maybe engaged, married.
Hopefully. Just
Having
if
kids,
you have a
procreating.
kid, my name's Colin with 2 L's, so you can name it after me.
I seen girls get knocked out before.
Yeah.
I was at Lemon Bar, and actually, this was some frat kid. Was probably this was probably his first time doing drugs. Punches some random girl.
Oh. For any particular reason?
No,
Like
just-
she didn't earn it?
So they hold the line, right? They hold the line, and he's going off on the bouncer, the bar back, and then I step in, and then the manager steps in, like, yo, bro, like, you're not coming in. You're too fucked up. We don't know what you're on, blah,
Wow.
blah. Then the girl, it's like, can you just get the fuck out of here? You're holding up the line. I'm trying to get in and get drunk.
I would've punched
Fuck you, bitch. And then she's like, you know what? Go fuck yourself. You're a piece of shit. You're the worst human person ever. And then he comes towards us and like, come on, man, back off. And he just, you know what? Fuck it. Turns
Turned
around,
around.
and just decks her.
That's
And it was
so
perfect timing because we already called the cops. Cops pulling up. He sees that
Ooh.
from the car. Man, he goes, I never seen somebody run out of their car so quick. Tased the crap out of him. Pepper sprayed him. Put him in
Holy shit.
handcuffs.
Poor girl.
Yeah. Well, he's a dumbass because he had blow on him.
Yeah, see, that's
You're an idiot.
yeah.
Typical.
If you're gonna be stupid, be smart about it.
I don't know. I like to go out and have fun.
Exactly. So do I.
And black out, and that's it.
You know, hang out with the Jortbois every once in a while.
No, I don't know. Maybe if I was in my 20s and I didn't have another title attached to me, maybe I would.
Well, if you want to have a good time and behave, you hang out
Yeah,
with
with
me.
Colin.
Yeah, if you want to hang out and misbehave,
Yeah,
him and the
okay.
other 2 guys, Mikey and Rocket.
at least you have levels, you know.
Talk about
It does
Mike.
go through levels. That's what's great about it. It's like a series of like Colin's
I'm
like
definitely-
Colin's the more like sit at a bar and
Yeah,
you
I'm
know
definitely the dad.
watch a game type stuff.
If you ever,
I'm not.
if you ever want to
Silently
play,
judge people.
if you ever want to play Call of Duty and read books and be inside the house and just chill, you could hang out corny.
Pretty cool, I know.
Sounds good. Yeah. I don't do any of those
I
things,
feel like
but
you're
I
trying to
guess
make
I
fun
will
of me,
now.
and it's still cool.
I'm not
Nerd.
making fun of you.
Being a nerd's cool now.
We did.
Says who?
It is, I like it.
Nerds.
I just hinted at
Yeah.
the other 2 guys in our group, Mikey and Rocket. We have quite a few funny stories about them. They're,
Oh, God.
How about there's a funny story. It's kind of funny, but you know it's kind of serious because this is someone's livelihood. But a member of your Jortbois clan, I mean, he did something that I've been wanting to do, but I can't do it.
he's a living legend right now.
The guy running on the field, the
Yeah,
streaker.
yeah.
It can be a streaker because he wasn't naked.
No, he was in Jorts.
He was in Jorts.
He was in Jorts.
He was in Jorts.
Yeah.
So he's
Don't
not
do it
really
naked.
Listen,
streaking.
his name is public information. He made it all over the news. We gained 500 followers for it. So
His
we
name's
don't have to beat around
Rocket.
the bush there. Rocket streaked the Jags game, and it was a spur of the moment decision. And he said, "I'm going to do it," and it was kind of a okay moment. and he made 85 yards. And actually, I solely credit him to the Jags beating the Raiders that day.
I'm surprised he didn't get signed. That's the longest punt return of the season for
85
either team.
yards.
Hey, his knee was down, by the way. His knee was down before
Not
he
a fumble.
fumbled.
So Kasem Mosgood, he was special teams like 10 years ago. Yeah, 13 years ago, and he's come out to the bars. Shout out to him. He's actually one of the coolest football players I've ever met, besides Mojo and some of the other guys. But he took care of us.
Yeah.
Took us under his wing. He treated us pretty well. One night we're drunk on a Sunday fun day. I'm like, hey man, I really want to do this. And what do you think? He's like, bro, you have season tickets, right? I'm like, yeah. Well, unless you want to kiss him goodbye and not be allowed.
Yep.
Like, what do you mean? He's like, bro, you would obviously go to jail, but they will ban you.
Rocket's not even allowed at the London games. They banned him from London. Like, they think he's going to fly across the ocean, go to London, and be like, I'm going to streak this Jags game.
Which, honestly, if he was banned from everywhere except the London game, we would totally sign him up for it.
I wouldn't. That's expensive.
No, we
You guys are wild. I love it. I'll just live vicariously through you all.
He definitely made a name for himself. It was a
Tampa's next.
it was a fun day.
Don't say that.
Not on here.
He's on court.
Yeah. It was
Would you ever do it?
Streak a game?
No, do something like that.
streak in
No.
general. It doesn't have to be.
No.
I mean, streak in general, maybe, but
She only streaks through Call of Duty.
We're in.
That's all it is.
yeah, true.
What is it when you're on a streak and you're like,
A winning streak?
yeah.
Oh,
That's-
she doesn't
that's
do
Like a
that.
kill
She
streak?
doesn't do that.
Kill-
A kill streak?
That's
She's on a
what it
kill streak. That's all it is.
Fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Well, you know the guy. I don't know if you guys remember or if you guys were living here, but the guy that went streaking naked at the Jumbo Shrimp game.
You get a sexual predator for that.
Yeah. We actually jumped into the
Indecent
kids
exposure.
section,
Into the.
the children's area out there in the outfield.
Yeah.
Dumb.
I don't think he knew, but hey, that's
Yeah.
what they got him with.
Well, yeah, that's what they would do. It's like,
Okay, good.
We
it's
thought-
indecent exposure.
We thought at most Rocket would get
banned.
12 hours in jail.
No,
Picked up from the drunk tank, and
Nope.
yeah, that's not the case.
What
We
he's
get
doing
this
now.
nickname Rocket. I mean,
That's a good story.
Can we-
Wait,
I
Wait, is he the Red Rocket?
No,
Because that's all I think
gave him
about
that
is
nickname.
the
So
dog.
what happened was I actually served in the Navy with his sister, and she was like,
Did you
to
guys
me,
hook up?
eat what? No, no.
I mean, that's usually what happens in the Navy.
is that all that's on your
She
mind?
was-
No, that's
Fuck.
what
No,
happens.
we
all
were
the
we were
time.
limbo together because she was pregnant and had a kid, and that's
okay.
why.
Not
I,
Mark's
and that's why.
Not
I knew
yours?
it.
Not Mark's.
Okay.
They're all
we know of.
they're all overseas. Anyway, so she was like to me, Ethan, and Seabass, who all worked at Server. She's like, "Hey, my little brother's here. He just moved. He really needs a job." And we're like, "Yeah, we'll bring him on and all that." He walks in and he has like cuts all over him and stuff. We're like, "What happened to you?" He's like,
Wasn't
"Oh,
he in a cast as well?
yeah." And
his
he's like,
arm
"I'm
was
like, what happened?" He goes, "Oh, I crashed my bike." And we're like, it's a crotch rocket or whatever. And we're like, "Oh, what's your name?" He's like, "Ethan." I'm like, "We can't have two Ethans. You're Rocket from now on." And that's how it stuck. And it just stuck. And he's been known as Rocket ever since, solely because we couldn't have two Ethans, and
Yeah.
he had to crash a bike.
Talking about Ethan, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
During COVID, he was at my house.
Not Rocket.
Not Rocket. The other
Nemo.
Ethan,
Denmark.
Joey, and Taylor, and everyone from Surfer were there. We go to the beach, and it was Ethan and who else? Somebody else was wrestling.
Probably Eric.
I think it was. I call him Day Day. His last name Day. But anyways, we're on the beach and they're wrestling, and Ethan just had him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ethan said it was funny. I'm like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here before the cops come. Because I remember, I think I recall hearing the neighbors on the high-rise condos.
Yeah.
We're calling the cops. They
That's
thought we were
actually
going.
it was during that time. That's how I met everybody and how I got involved in the bar scene. They I guess on the day they weren't hanging out with you.
So you're a fresh meat. You're a rookie.
Yeah, COVID.
You were after COVID?
Yeah.
I was during COVID.
Yeah.
So you're
you don't know the days of pre-COVID.
No.
That was a different breed.
Well, I
You know
did-
what?
I
You,
did know
breed.
them. I did know them because my current roommate and I would go to Surfer every Saturday and wait for something to happen on the patio.
Courtney, can you tell him he can't sit with us?
You
Yeah.
can't sit with us.
He can't sit with us.
It's all right. We'll change spots.
I
We'll go by seniority here.
I guess on the day they weren't hanging out with
You'd be
you,
us.
actually called me and said, I know you have a pool. Do you mind if I bring a few friends over? I'm like, well, I'm working remote. I don't, as long as you guys keep it quiet, I guess you guys can use my pool. And I didn't know that these people were not capable of keeping things quiet. So she showed up with Joey Vec, Eric, Ethan, Amiano, so many other people. It was like every day for a week straight, just a full danger in my backyard. And it got to
The
a point
weird
where-
COVID time.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, I guess I can't focus on work. I'm going to go join them. And ended up becoming good friends with Ethan. And he's like, hey, man, like, you're pretty big. Do you fight at all? And I was like, no, man.
Of course, that was Ethan's first
Yeah,
ask.
I was
Like,
like-
do you fight, bro?
Sounded like one of those lines from Napoleon Dynamite.
Bro,
Yeah,
I love
literally.
Ethan, but he was like
Can
the
you
most
butt him
alpha
up?
male of alpha male. He's just like, do you fight? Do you have tattoos?
I was like, nah.
tequila.
I was like, but if you need someone to stand
Tequila.
in the corner and like look pissed off at the world, I can do that. And he's like, yeah, that would be perfect. Like, I need security guards right now. I'm like, I guess I could swing a second job. And before you know it, I was running the place. I filled Ethan's spot.
To get off track real quick, I miss your backyard. Remember I got laid in your backyard?
I do remember that. I do remember that.
That was a
Bro,
good,
thank
that
you
was a
for
good
sharing.
story.
You know what?
I had like two
Dude.
bedrooms and a couch at
So-
my disposal. I'm like, fuck it,
so
this
we-
backyard
Hey,
works.
cheers to
This is such a bro
cheers to
episode.
getting laid at your friend's backyard. That's all I gotta say.
So we threw a birthday party for some girl who
No
like, we
names, no
barely
names.
even knew. Yeah, definitely not. We threw a birthday party for some girl, and she invites a friend, and I tell them I have a very aggressive dog. He's in a cage. Do not pay attention to him.
Were you talking about Mark?
You can't
No.
tell.
Yeah.
Were you talking about Rocket?
Actual dog. I was like
maybe
this.
you're
I was
on.
like this
Were you
dog.
talking about Joey?
It was an actual
And Joey's a
canine.
Chihuahua.
It was Joey, aggressive dog. Although I have been detained with Joey before, so I said this is a very aggressive dog. He will bite you. Do not touch him. And every girl except one said okay, and they listened to the rules. Except this one girl, she said I'm going to test the waters and gets into the cage with the dog.
Wait, she got into the actual
In the
cage.
In the
In the
cage,
cage.
and of course the dog bites her face and she's bleeding all over the place, and I'm like, this dumb fucking bitch, like I swear to God, if she sues me. So but leave it up to drunk Mark to play male nurse, and nurse
You pulled the
patches her up, gives her a kiss on the nose, and
Shut
before
up.
like
Yep.
sun is setting at
Hey,
this point.
baby medical, baby.
Or
Cleaned
sun's
it up.
setting at this point. Fast forward, it's dark outside, and we're like, "Where is Mark and this girl?" And they come. It's like when you see like people walking out of the fog, like in a movie. It was like that, but just my 2-acre backyard with no fog and no clothes on. And
reminds
it's
me
like
of,
walk back. He's like, "I'm covered in mosquito bites, but I banged her." Good for you, buddy. Good for you.
A true love story.
She was way out of his league, so I give.
Wait,
her
do we?
props.
Do we?
Get
wait,
outta
wait,
here,
wait,
get
okay.
outta here.
We don't have to. We do not have to say her name at all whatsoever. We don't want that. But do I know her?
No.
Oh, she don't live here.
No. Well,
She-
no. Yes.
she
yes,
comes
no.
You're
out-
just too old.
She comes out like once every
Year.
6 to 8 months. Yeah, like
I do know.
I feel that.
I've been around the block when it comes to the beaches. Like I can know.
And she doesn't even really go to the beaches much either.
I'm sure we got mutual. Anyways, we'll
if
talk
you
about
saw her,
it.
We'll
if
talk-
you
hey, we'll
saw
talk
her, you
off
would
camera.
want to know her for
You
sure.
don't
Yeah,
know
I know her,
everybody.
but-
Yeah, hey, we'll talk off camera.
We'll talk off camera and stuff.
I was proud of him. It was a pool party, so she walked in, and we're all like, "Holy shit, that's a dump truck!" Like,
A dump truck.
She
full
thinks my
pooper.
tractor sexy,
full pooper. That was, yeah,
thick.
big old diamond.
And then
Hey.
drunk me.
Yeah.
Kind of like that
What's it
song.
through, baby?
What is it? Moonwalker, a rapper. He has a song called
Michael
Lizzo.
Jackson? What?
Some rapper. His name is Moonwalker or Moon something like that. He has a song named Lizzo, and the lyrics.
She was no Lizzo.
Oh no! I'm not. Well, anyways, he's talking about thick woman.
Yeah,
That's
Like,
not. That's,
anyways,
anyways,
Off the
not
subject,
getting into
we're
that.
not talking about songs, but
Right,
hey,
right,
before
right.
we wrap up,
yeah.
I want to hear some pointers. Obviously, you guys work the door. You guys walking around, making sure everyone's safe.
I'll start first.
But when I was at the door, back in my day,
Way back.
Wait, well, back in the day when dinosaurs ruled the earth and we had telephones and
Back when the first bar came open at Jack's Beach.
When liquor was first legalized in this great nation.
Right before Prohibition.
when
I know.
drinking
Oh,
flavored
wow.
vodka was.
Handlebar mustaches were in.
Hey, don't be hating on my stuff. No, I had some. There were some regulars, friends. They were like, "Hey, Fernando." I was like, "Hey, what's up? Yeah, come on in." Or, "Hey, whoever was at the other door with me, take him to the exit door." I'm like, "Oh, okay, thanks." But then there was a few. There was girls and guys that would just walk in thinking like they could just walk right through. I'm like,
I
no, no,
hate
no, 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 no,
Or
no.
where the
So I don't
people
want to
think
cut you
they're
off.
hot
I don't want to cut you off, but I'm glad you bring that up. That's part of the reason why I don't work the door, solely because one, it's like I know a lot of people out here, and it's like obviously, like I'll let them in and stuff, but it's like if that was the case, I'll just let everyone I know in, and it's just like it gets annoying to a point where it's like I don't want to deal with that. Like the way Colin and I kind of do it is he's more of a face. He's more of a door guy.
I mean, he could.
He's more articulate, can talk
right.
better.
You gotta look at me.
Yeah, you gotta look at him. I'm more of an operations guy. I love being the guy who's roaming around looking for drunks. Like if I have to get into an incident, I will. I have no issue with that.
You mean like if you have to
If I have to
escort
do my
someone
job,
out?
yeah. If I have to escort someone out,
I would
I'm an operations guy.
I would like to say that when we mentioned before, like beating people up, like that's not. We don't do that for fun. You know, it's not something that's warranted. We do what we have to do to protect ourselves, protect the safety of the bar. But
However, me getting hit in the face every time, that is actually true. I always somehow get punched in the face.
But we definitely don't look to beat people up. That's for sure. We'll de-escalate first.
No, you have to, like,
I would love
protect
to have
everyone
I would love
else's
I would
bar.
love to have a night where there's no incident. Like
Yeah.
a beautiful night is where I can walk around all night, just pick up some glasses,
Most-
not even have to kick someone out. At
most
most, I'd want to
important-
just escort someone out.
I
don't want these incidences.
We're at the rec. We've been lucky.
Not
We've
good.
been busy. St. Patty's Day, like few years ago, we were slammed. 1 o'clock we open. People start walking in. Next thing you know, we're boom, balls to the wall.
Yep.
No incidents. We kick people out. They're like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, we made a ton of money. The bar made a ton of money. We were slammed. We were here till like 4 in the morning.
That's the best kind of night.
Awesome night. Same year, Cinco de Mayo, same day, Saturday.
Yep.
Ooh, it was on a Saturday.
1:15,
That's rough.
1:15 in the morning. Me and Donna look at each other. I mean, for like the past 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, we're just kicking people out. We're like, let's just turn the lights on. Let's not kick people out, but let's just turn the lights on, and then
They'll get the hint.
It's one of those days like when
They
it
were drinking
rains it
tequila.
pours kind of thing. Like,
Well, you can tell which holidays are going to be the worst of the worst, and it's what days are going to be
Cinco
like
de Mayo's the worst for me.
It's
more
amateur hour.
Well, more like day drinking days, like something like 4th of July.
When they
Like,
start
people are, like,
early
saying,
and they
like-
want to go all night, it's
Like New Year's Eve, people think is always the worst night and all that. Not at all. It's honestly probably the maybe third worst holiday.
Cinco de Mayo's for me.
I say it's
Cinco?
Yeah, because people
Ooh,
that don't
yes.
drink tequila, and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
St. Patty's is really bad
St.
too.
Patty's
A lot
is
of people
always
started.
Fourth of July.
4th of July, hands down, is
We get
actually
most
I'd say
fun.
Florida
In my-
Georgia weekend, Halloween, because it falls on the same weekend.
Yeah.
Florida Georgia and Halloween. The weekend itself is the worst, but if it's a specific holiday, either Cinco, 4th of July, or St. Patty's, because it's you have people either day drinking 4th of July, or you have people for Cinco de Mayo don't drink tequila and they do, and then opposite for St. Patty's, they drink Irish whiskey and they don't drink Irish whiskey.
I
So
know-
it's like.
for me, it's Cinco de Mayo, the worst
Yeah.
because of tequila. Second worst, it's either Florida Georgia weekend or any weekend there's a college basketball
College.
game or a college football game, like the
bowl game.
bowl games.
Yeah.
Those are the worst. Like for me, I don't know what other. I mean, obviously you said, and then the other New Year's or the other big holidays, they're bad. But 4th of July, it's everyone that goes out.
I don't mind.
So
July.
my question
love
is
football.
this: is this worse as a bartender or as a door guy? Because that could be a very very big difference too.
Well, I
because
think,
it's
too-
it's almost like it's different because it's like it could be bad for you as a bartender because it's like, oh, it's so busy because this is what they're ordering and stuff. For bouncers, it's a little bit different. It's how they act, and for us,
It could be
For
both,
me, it's always
either
been
or.
like,
Yeah.
For
'Cause
me,
you are
like,
first line of defense. So if you deny a bunch of people and they're being a bunch of dickheads to you, at the end of the night, he's like, "Oh my god, this fucking night sucked."
because I'll
Thank
say
you.
You had a great night.
We had a
because
great night.
You didn't deal
We
with any of
we-
those assholes.
We didn't have to deal with
Well,
some drunks.
as
'Cause
managers,
I'll say
though,
this,
we still have to like either deal with it afterwards or deal with the incident if there is an incident. So
Yeah.
it still sucks.
but you're not the
for
one
us.
getting detained by the cops during it.
The holidays,
Absolutely not.
The holidays
Yeah.
that give people
I'm not
an
doing that.
excuse to
Yeah,
drink
I am,
from
though.
open to close are the worst holidays to deal with.
Pointers.
I don't like
Pointers.
Pointers.
Do not try to walk out of the bar with your drink.
Oh,
Every time I sit at the door for like 5 minutes is very entertaining. How many people try to leave with their drinks and they're like, it's just water.
It's just
I had a good one last night.
cracks me
I had a
up
good
every
one
time.
last night at Tavern. Monday night, you think nothing's happening. These group of like younger college kids walk in. And this chick pulls out a Truly and starts drinking it. And it's like, we don't even sell Truly. So my pointer, if you're going to sneak alcohol into a bar, make sure it's not something like we don't even
carry.
serve. Like, it was like obvious, like, you need to leave. And then she had the audacity to be like, why? And I'm like,
I will say my biggest pointer is I know we come off as the bouncer who controls everything, and we're often looked at as douchebags and all the 1-star Yelp reviews. But like, please respect the bouncer. It just makes our job easier. Just know we're there trying to do our job. A lot of times we're given orders from somebody else.
There it is.
If you're gonna,
AKA me or Steve.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, it's not
You
us
know, it's
making
not-
and you're
calls
trying to
most of the
protect
time.
everybody.
yeah, I'm not asking to be tipped out like a bartender. I'm not even asking for money. I'm just saying, if just show respect to a bouncer every once in a while. That's really why we created the Jortbois in the first place. It's is to show that people do like the bouncers.
I've always liked the
and I-
bouncers.
and I-
Even when I used to drink underage, I'm like, bouncers are gonna be my best
No, I
friend.
mean we love it's not just because we're four single guys who are trying to get laid. We love the girls who come
You
up
guys
to us.
jerk each other off.
He stays out of it.
camera.
That's me, Mike.
Again,
Don't make me look bad,
Again,
baby
I'm the-
boy.
I'm the
As
dad of the
regulars,
group.
how do you
He's
guys
the
make
dad of
friends?
the
No,
group.
but,
We're kind of the idiots who
we
run around.
we love when girls come through the back door and they just want to
Especially
hang out and talk
college.
to us and like just chit chat. Well, it's just like hey, we feel safe around you
I bet
guys.
you
And
like
it's like,
coming
well,
through the
that's
back door.
that's our job.
Mark's trying to talk. What you got, boy? What you got,
Damn, I
boy?
kind of forget it now. Before we get, it was like on those subjects before we started being funny. It was like one of those biggest things when we kick someone out. I feel like maybe I'm going into the mind of someone who is getting kicked out. Don't think it's like you're banned forever, personal or banned forever, because it's like, look, we're just asking for tonight. You can literally come back tomorrow. We don't care. And for anybody who's ever been kicked out and is like they're nervous about ever coming back, I'll tell you this right now: if it's an easy kick out and I kicked you out and you're fine, and you come back again, I probably don't even remember kicking you out.
Or you probably in the like and was like, hey man, listen, you remember last night? I'm like, no.
Yeah,
I had to kick
exactly.
out.
You were
Oh my
fucked
god, I'm
up.
so sorry.
You were
like, no
fucked
man,
up.
you were so cool. You were like, okay.
And that's what we
thank
look
you.
for. Like,
But you
like
joke around
I think
about it.
part of the reason why people are so hesitant about getting kicked out is because they think they can never come back. That's not the case at all. It's like we're literally just saying
You're done.
you're
for the
done
night.
tonight. We don't even care if you go to a different bar unless you're a dickhead. Then we're gonna text all our bar friends saying, "Hey, don't let you in." But if you're like nice, respectful, come back tomorrow, dude. It's nothing personal. It's
And
just
to the
you gotta go
friend-
tonight.
To the friend of the guy who's getting kicked out, don't tell me you got him covered. I don't care. That's
That's a
another
good
big one.
one.
Yeah. Oh, I got
Oh,
him. You don't have to
never
worry
worked.
about him. I
Never
know he's
worked.
asleep on the pool table, but don't worry. I'm watching him. I don't care.
No, you
He's
can't
done
sleep
for the
at the
night.
bar.
You know what happens when I let a friend try to kick out their own friend?
You're done, Tim.
The friend runs away, and then I have to search for the drunk friend I was trying to kick out because
Yeah.
I tried to let you kick him out. No, let us do our job.
Just
And it's never anything personal. It's just tonight you're done. We can't have it anymore. It's a liability to not only the bar, customers, us, yourself. Like, what if we let you in and you kept drinking and then you alcohol poisoning? Like, we're doing this not only for us but also for you. And it's never personal. Just please leave. Come back tomorrow. Enjoy your time. We want you here. It's just, please don't try to fight with us because we don't want that.
Yeah.
Courtney, you obviously are in the industry.
I am?
We work.
Barely.
Damn, I didn't know.
We work together.
We do?
I like to say we work together.
Sometimes.
you work. She watches.
Yeah.
I don't like to say that
Because
you work for me, but we work together. But
Wow, slave labor.
yes, you're my slave. But no, what I was trying to get at is you follow the rules that me and Steve and pretty much the state of Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no
follow.
sleeping at the bar. There's like, if you're harassing other people, it's like he said, there's nothing personal about it. And people get so offended, and that's my big thing is like, don't get offended, just leave. I remember I
Come
was
back
taking,
tomorrow.
Yeah, I was
Come back
taking
tomorrow.
someone else out. He was like sleeping at the bar over there, and I literally tapped him on the shoulder. I was like, "Hey, you can't sleep here." He's like, "What are you gonna do about it?"
Oof.
And I was like,
Good morning.
I literally was like, I'm not going to do anything over that. But you see that big bouncer over there? He's probably going to kick you
Jacob.
out. Yeah, it was Jacob. That's
The guy with
when I
two
said it.
tree trunks for
But,
legs, he's
yeah,
gonna
but
kick
it
you
was just so, he was so offended that I said, you can't sleep at the bar.
Hey, the guy when it's 90 degrees and he's wearing a sweatshirt, but when it's like 40 degrees, he's in a short sleeve. I'm like, how
Oh,
does
yeah,
this-
you call him out
be-
on that?
I do it
did
all
the
the
same-
time. I'm
Jacob?
like, how's it like the summer and you're wearing a sweatshirt and then it's 40 degrees and you're in shorts and a t-shirt? I'm like, how does this work?
I heard Jacob, fresh meat, 21 years old. Like he just turned
You know,
21.
he's only, what, 24?
Yeah, something like
He's
that.
young.
He's young.
My
but you
God,
know,
he's
dude, he
massive.
fucking hustles. He works.
I know.
I had a,
I've seen this dude work doubles more than anybody else.
I wish I knew about him when I was still running Surfer. I would have poached him from you.
No. One
He's
thing
not
you don't do.
poachable.
One thing you don't do is
Definitely
poach people.
don't. You don't
No,
do
you
that in
don't.
the industry. You're
I don't poach people,
No.
but it happens. People poach other bars. Like,
Actually-
hey man, are you guys hiring? It's like, yeah, no, we're not. Yeah, we
I'll
are.
say this.
if someone comes to you and asks if they're hiring, I think it's a little different. You're not poaching. You're accepting an application.
Like no one really poaches. It's not like obviously we will say stuff like, hey, if you ever decide to leave, come try to apply to us. But we never poach like, hey, come here now.
Yeah.
It's more,
It's just
bouncers
disrespecting.
talk. Bouncers talk.
Oh, I know. I mean, just like
So,
every bartender
yeah,
talks. I mean,
every
I get
bartender,
people.
every bouncer talks. So like I'm really good with the bouncers at Shim, and like we always have discussions. I'm good with the bouncers at Surf. I'm good with the bouncers at almost every bar.
And that is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've had that before where it's like, oh, you're trying to poach, and it's like, no, we're not. It's just they're asking, hey, if this doesn't work out, would you guys be willing to hire me? And we'll say yes, and then somehow that turns into
Or no.
we're stealing them.
Oh, you have to
Or
fill out an
no.
application. Like,
It happens.
I say yes.
But before we wrap up,
Yeah.
I'm a nice guy.
guys, one of the pointers that I think we all can agree is not just your bartenders, but the people that are at the front door doing their job. They're doing their job because they're told to do their job.
absolutely.
And they're looking out for the safety of everyone.
Not just the safety
Thank you, Courtney.
You're welcome.
of the patrons, but also protect the business. Without the business, there's no employees. Without the employees, there's no money coming in. Without that, there's nobody else having fun. So it all correlates, and it's all like a lateral effect.
Don't be a
Basic-
drunk asshole.
Basically, if you want your liquor, if you want to have fun, be nice to us.
I will say, door guys a lot of times go under the radar. A lot of time, I do look at us as the backbone of a lot of the bar industry.
It's
And the redheaded.
it's kind of like the
stepchild.
cooks, like
And
the
you guys take
dishwasher.
the
Right.
grunt
Like-
of a lot of
Yeah.
aggression. Like, you guys take the
Well, we're always the-
grunt
like,
of everything.
It's
Like-
like you had a fun night at the bar last night because we kept it safe.
Yeah, and it's
That-
like
that's what
we're
I'm
the
saying.
first people talk to when they walk into a bar. They don't immediately walk in and talk to a bartender
the
unless
first
you're
and-
really that dead.
We're the
But-
first and last face.
Yeah, we're the
And-
first and last face.
Whatever you do, guys, listen.
And girls.
Mostly guys, but
No,
listen.
no, and girls, no, don't they? Don't.
Hold
hey,
on.
I've
Before
been
I
plenty
get-
of females.
Before I get to the girls, but guys, listen. I don't care how old you are, young, old,
Unless
white,
you're
black,
21.
Mexican, Puerto Rican, Asian. I don't care. You go out on a Friday night. Actually, you go out Monday through Sunday. Go out like you go out to somewhere. Don't go out looking like you're going grocery shopping in your PJs and you're wearing slip-ons or you got some dirty sweats. You're not going to come in the bar looking like that.
I didn't make
don't
the
care.
dress code. I did not make the
No,
dress
but
code.
even
But we
before,
enforce it, but we
even
enforce it.
before, like, no, you're not coming in looking like you just got out of bed and like, hey, let's go have a fucking drink. No, this is not your hole in the wall bar in Callahan or wherever the fuck you from.
Shout out,
Oh,
shout
Not
out to
shots,
Callahan.
fired.
not shots fired, but you know what I mean. It's just like
yeah.
I'm wearing jeans and a t-shirt right now,
You
like
can't wear sweatpants. You can't wear jeans with holes in them. You can't wear
Slides.
camo.
slides. Like,
Let's just give a
are you going to the
list.
gym? You just get out of a fucking soccer game, basketball game.
Look presentable.
Put some shoes
look,
on.
just
Now-
look presentable.
If you go to a restaurant, that's a whole different dynamic.
Absolutely.
They serve food. They don't have a dress code. Bars, Clubs have a dress code.
Yeah.
If
Respect.
they have it posted, don't argue with it. Easy.
Don't argue with it.
And we don't make it.
Yes.
We don't make it.
I would like to say before we sign off, I know this is going to debut in a few days, but shout out to our guy DeMar Hamlin last night.
I was going to say
Yeah.
that.
Real tough what we're going through right now. By the time this airs, God willing, he's around. But the Jortbois, if you follow us on Instagram at Jortbois, it's Jortbois. We have a link in our bio. He has actually a toy drive that he started back in 2020 as a college athlete with a goal to raise $2,500.
Not 4 million.
I know. I looked at it earlier. It gave me goosebumps.
He had it to donate to kids in need of toys for Christmas time. It was $2,500 as a college athlete. In the last 24 hours, has raised over $4 million. We actually have that link posted in our bio because as a Jack's Beach community, and we look at ourselves as leaders of this community, we want to do something ourselves. So we've been donating, and we've been encouraging people to donate as well. So we'll leave that up until after this podcast debuts. If you guys feel called to do so, whether it's contribute financially or faithfully, you can click that link in the bio. You can donate through Venmo to the Jortbois. I promise all that money is going to the account. But we just want to say our prayers and and our gratitude to what he's contributed to the Pennsylvania Society, Buffalo Society, and everyone he's bringing around together.
Like, I'm from Pennsylvania, and he was that kind of guy where it's like coming out of high school, because I was a big high school nerd, like high school football nerd, even when I was done with mine because I blew out my knee and stuff. He was one of those guys. He was a 4-star athlete coming out of high school, had offers from Penn State, Ohio State, Notre Dame, all these big colleges.
He chose the local school.
He chose local school. He stayed at Pitt. That's where he started his charity at. Like, you're just one of those guys who's always wanted to be
Taking care
a
of the
leader of the
community.
community, just like we want to be. Yeah, we're a bunch of 4 goofballs, but at the end of the day, we started the Jortbois just for something fun for Jack's Beach.
Yeah.
And he started something great for Pittsburgh, and we hope you can donate if you can.
No, it's good that you guys do that. Get behind someone that does that. Not every athlete is smart and responsible like him. There's some athletes that they just don't take care of themselves and keep getting in trouble, throw all their money down the drain, and get a bunch of people pregnant, and next thing you know, they're working at the local supermarket.
Sorry, no cannon.
They can't.
No, we
It's-
definitely
it's-
try to do our part in making our community better. We do, like Mark said, we do try to go out and have fun and cause a scene when we do go out. But there are times where we know when to buckle up and take care of our community.
I saw you post that earlier, and I was like, okay, that's very
That's
that's very
cool.
admirable
It's
because I didn't
Fernando-
even realize about the DeMar Hamilton thing till today.
Yeah.
And I was in bed scrolling through Facebook this morning, and I'm like, okay, well, what happened? So then I had to look it up, and I kept looking it up, and I'm not even gonna lie, I cried a little, and I don't cry that much, but it's just so sad. Like
it is.
And then I
Yeah.
saw you guys post. I don't know. I think we're friends. And
Yeah.
I saw you repost it, and then I saw that you actually posted his link to his GoFundMe. So it's not even.
It's
his GoFundMe,
yeah.
and that's very admirable.
Fernando was close with us over a year ago, and obviously we've talked about Ethan, and we had another funeral before that where due to the Jortbois, we were able to raise over $50,000 to help pay off 2 funerals for families. That way they didn't have to take money out of their pockets. And it's like we know we have that effect on people when it comes. We know we have that power of voice. And if someone
use
like
it
DeMar
right,
Hamlin
yeah.
needs the
And
help,
speaking of Power of Voice, actually, hey, just shout out to anybody who follows us.
Yeah,
because
seriously.
it's not even Power of Voice; it's actually you guys.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, we wouldn't-
we're so
the quality of
we're
voice
so
that matters.
we're so thankful. Like, they enjoy us, they think we're fun, they listen to us, but it's not like we took $50,000 out of our
No,
pockets.
no, you guys paid
it's
it
you
off.
guys.
Yeah.
did
Like I
it.
say,
and
it's
we
quality
shout out to you
of
guys,
your
man.
listeners, your
Jortbois wouldn't
followers.
be a thing if it wasn't for
Yeah.
the fans. So thank you so much.
I want to say thank you to everyone that supports this industry. When we lose someone or someone is in need of help, the community comes in and helps out. Regulars, people that the people
Chills,
that
Nando,
people,
chills.
people that
Chills.
come to the
kind of
bars
stuff.
to support and drink and have fun. They become friends with with the securities, the bar backs, the dishwasher, the waiter, whoever, the hostess, the bartender, the manager, whoever.
Yeah.
Some of the places that are open, like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, like some of these really big holidays where everyone's closed, Thanksgiving, some of these regulars come in and they'll bring in plates of food or hey, here's some gift cards.
Yeah.
So
Having to me Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
I'm sure it happens everywhere, but as someone who's lived in 2 different parts of Florida, I mean, the Jack's Beach community is one of the best communities I've ever surrounded myself with.
Oh, I'm
JacksBeachIsTheBomb.com. That's why I stayed
Absolutely.
here, and that's why I represent
one
people here.
broken, sad family.
I mean, I'm from bumfuck PA, man, and it's like it's nothing compared to this. I mean, the reason I stayed is because there's nowhere else like Jack's Beach.
Yeah.
Like everyone, even if you have like disagreements with someone, at the end of the day, almost everyone's just family.
I hope
And
someone
love
who's
it.
not in Jack's Beach listens to this podcast.
Absolutely.
There's some
And-
people in Ireland that listen to this.
Hey,
Well,
take a
get
trip
a
over to Jack's
passport,
Beach.
come on over to Jack's Beach, come to Tavern in Jack's Beach,
Or rest.
ask for Mark and Colin, and we will get
Thank you,
into-
Mark.
You're
Well,
welcome.
we
I
were gonna
got you.
escort
Dick.
them. We were gonna escort them through the back door. Okay, come to
yeah.
Tavern and Reg.
Steve, you're
ask
not
for Colin
listening
and
to
Mark.
this.
the
and we
guy
will
wearing
escort you
sunglasses
guys.
at night. It is indeed night right here.
Take your glasses off. Let people look at
You
your
guys
eyes.
want to see what the future mayor of Jack's Beach looks like with no glasses on?
Oh, put him back
that?
on. Put him back on. Put him back on.
I didn't
Ooh,
know
let me,
what I
no, hold on. Oh, wait. Let me
Now
see.
you click. Now you click the right button. She didn't even know where the soundboard was earlier, and now she clicks all the right buttons.
Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in to
Thank
the
you, guys.
first
Thank you.
episode of season 2. Shout out to the Jortbois, Mark and Colin,
There you go. Here,
Rocket.
my name.
Oh, that,
And
that,
Mikey.
that.
Rocket,
And Mikey.
and Mikey.
Yep.
Maybe we
Mikey's
can
the
have
one
a
with
part.
broccoli hair, Rocket.
You know
the
what?
idiot
We'll have a
streak.
part 2 next time with the Jortbois and make sure
Absolutely.
those two.
We'll get all 4
We'll
of
do
us
it
on
on
here.
scene somewhere fun.
No, yeah, for sure.
Oh, can we like
Right?
change the scene? Can we do it
Yeah,
on the beach?
I
That'd be
was
cool.
just about to say we should do it on the beach. We
Courtney?
can set this up on the beach.
Yeah, we can. You have anything else to say before we tap out?
No, thank you for showing your sport.
You mean close out? Yeah.
Being here.
Tap out.
Close out here.
Tap
Tap out.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
We love you guys.
have a
Thank you
good
so much.
night.
Bye.
Love ya.